Hi guys, I just got a ring light or a new ring light and I am so excited, so I'm making a video. So today this video is going to be about what are some of the best majors to major in if you want to go to law school. So I'm going to run through like the practical stuff, and then I'm gonna run through like unique stuff that might make you stand out on the application, or that might make you stand out when you're looking for jobs and internships later on. So if you're interested in learning more about like law school and what kind of majors we look for or admissions counselors look for, then keep watching. Okay, so let me preface this by saying that there's no particular major that will prepare you for law school, and there's no particular major that admission counselors look for over another when deciding who should get in, who shouldn't get in. So for me, I was a political science major and English minor at Alabama A&M University, and that's something that people typically major in. They usually do political science, history, or English. Like those are the most common majors. There are pros and cons to each one. Political science is a major that you will take like some government classes, American government, state and local government, international relations, and different types of politics and things like that. But political science is really about studying the nature of people and the laws and the rules that govern their societies. But you don't really learn the law. You learn about government and political trends and voting patterns and civic matters and things like that. So if you're not really interested in that, if you don't really like politics, don't do it. It was super boring. Like my major classes were boring. The only class that I ended up liking was Western political thought, and that had nothing to do with the United States or anything like that. So what that major was good for was teaching me how to critically think and analyze things. So being a political science major, we took a lot of different societies and things that happened in the past, things that happened in the Enlightenment era, things that happened in the 60s, and we applied them to some things that are going on today in the United States or in modern times. And learning how to analyze those past political patterns and predict future patterns is something that kind of works the analytical side of your brain that you're going to need for law school. So yeah, those are some of the pros and cons of being a political science major. I can speak to that personally because I was a political science major. Oh, another popular major is criminal justice, and criminal justice really does speak more so on the criminal justice system. So there's classes like criminal procedure, criminal evidence, the juvenile criminal justice system, things like that. And if you know specifically that you want to do criminal law, if you want to be a prosecutor or you want to be a defense attorney, a public defender, or anything like that, then yeah, major in criminal justice, it will give you a background knowledge for law school. So if you know, and it will inform your like future jobs and things like that. But you don't have to. Everything that you need to know, you will learn in law school. Everything that you need to know you'll take evidence class, you'll take criminal law, and you will take criminal procedure when you get to law school, for the most part, if not anything more in depth than that. You'll participate in clinics and mock trial, and those things will really help you learn how to understand the law, how to analyze the law, and how criminal law is codified. English. So English is like great. I feel like that if I could go back, I would have picked English because really the best thing that you can do is have a high GPA. So if I would do anything, I would just major in something I could have high GPA in. And English really helps you learn how to think. Like it makes you like I'm talking about those analytical skills again, that is like the key to being a good lawyer, is learning how to take a set of facts, analyze them, come up or be able to figure out what laws and rules apply to those facts. And that's how like the best lawyers have the best analytical thinking skills. And so doing those critical analysis of different literary works like Beowulf or the Iliad, the Odyssey, those type of things, they really like inform your thinking. And it's like a muscle you're working out. So if you're working that muscle out all the time, by the time you get to law school, you'll be like super buff in that part of your brain, if that makes sense. So yeah, if I could tell you to pick one, I would pick English. Also writing. So having those writing skills is going to be like a great foundation for your legal writing and legal research classes. Again, to write, usually in like academic scholarly writing, you have to be able to analyze whatever it is, whatever research you're doing. Or if it's when you get to law school and you start having to do legal research and analysis, which is kind of different from scholarly writing, you'll still need those skills like to build upon. And you build those skills again while you're in undergrad. History, I mean, don't get me wrong, history's great. It will kind of give you some background, especially if you're in the United States, on how this country came to be, how the Constitution came about, you know, from the Articles of Confederation and things like that. But I mean, that's something you could read out of a book in the summer and kind of get the background knowledge on. You don't actually need that for law school. But if you're a history buff, if you like history, if you want to do something in research, if you don't really know if you like want to actually go to law school, history is cool. You can major in history and minor in something else. Now I kind of want to talk about like the STEM stuff, because those are like majors that people don't talk about for law school. Also business, but I think I'll do business last. So STEM, if you want to be like if you want to do oil and gas law, or you want to work for like be an in-house counsel at this big business, like if you want to do corporate law, it's great to have a background degree in whatever that field is. So like let's say that I wanted to what's a company like Boeing, if I wanted to be in-house counsel at Boeing or Lockheed Martin or some big aerospace company, it would have been so smart for me to major in mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, or computer science, something like that they could use. Like that background knowledge is great if you know exactly what arena you want to go in. This is especially true for people that have already like gotten these degrees, they've been in the workforce, and now they want to go back to law school. That background knowledge is key. It not only helps inform you for that position to work in that industry, but it also gives you like kind of a leg up when you're applying to law school, because it does diversify you from the rest of the applicants, which will more than likely have some type of liberal arts degree. So if you already have your degree and you're like concerned, like, oh my God, I majored in math, like usually admissions counselors like that type of stuff. So yeah, if I was to, I also said if I wouldn't have done English, I would have majored in chemistry, just because I was really good at chemistry in undergrad and in high school. And anything you can get a good GPA in, like a 4.0 in pottery or a 4.0 in biology is better than a 3.0 in political science, because GPAs, LSAT scores, and personal statements are like the top things that admission counselors look for when you're applying to law school. So keep that in mind. And lastly, business majors. So finance, accounting, business management, business administration, marketing, things like that are also really good if you want to do some type of corporate law. So if you know that you want to be in-house counsel for somebody, if you want to be general counsel for someone, those are really good majors to get that good background knowledge in. I keep talking about background knowledge because I'm applying for internships now for my 1L summer, and a lot of the companies are looking for not past experience, so to speak, but an undergraduate degree or internship or work experience in something else other than like law. So if you wanted to work for what's a good like company or something? Oh, let's say you want to be in-house counsel at Regions Bank. Like, you're really good at money, you're really good at finances, but you're also like really good with the law. They would love you because you have the background knowledge and you can use the skills that you learn in law school with research and analyzing and writing and things like that, but also with that good finance knowledge, boom, you're the perfect candidate for their internship or for their job offer. So business majors, I feel like if you know that you want to do like business law rather than maybe litigation or rather than public service law, that's the perfect arena for you. So those are just a few majors. I kind of grouped like them together, like with liberal arts, STEM, and then with business. But literally any major, like liberal arts, just a general liberal arts degree, liberal studies. I don't think it's called home economics anymore, but that, if you majored in, I don't know, physical education for K through 12 students, whatever it is, if you have a good GPA and you have a decent LSAT score and good letters of recommendation and a good personal statement, you're in there, and your major does not matter as much as you think it does. The only thing I would say a great major is for is if you decide to take time off between undergrad and law school and you need to find a job. Political science majors, you can work for the government, you can be on somebody's political campaign team, you could go do AmeriCorps or something like that. But the job market is way better for people that major in something that is hiring very well, you know, nowadays, like STEM or business or something like that. So keep that in mind. I hope this was helpful. Somebody asked, like, a lot of people ask that question. A lot of people major in political science or criminal justice because they think they have to, and you don't. Not at all. So yeah, I hope that was helpful, you guys. I'm trying to make more law school videos, so comment below something that you might be interested in, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at Nadia Deneen, and I don't know, comment where you could go to undergrad, or where you're thinking about going to undergrad, or where you're thinking about going to law school. And I'll see you guys in my next video.